Hi everyone, Nora here from Yoga with Nora. So welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to Yoga for Precarious Times. So in the times we have around us at the moment, our moods can be all over the place. So this is a special yoga class to help you enhance your moods. So it's going to take you to a few different kinds of movements that do different things for you. And I hope that it will give you an uplifting practice. But just see what you get from it. So all the yoga techniques shown in this video are for my students or people who've practiced with me in the past in my classes, and also for courses that I do. So if you do take part in this video or in these exercises, firstly I'd love your feedback, but also to know that they're all at your own risk. Okay, so we don't take any responsibility. This is just showing you the knowledge I have, and what you do with it is your own responsibility. I hope you understand. So, yoga for precarious times. So what kind of things would it do? So on a mood level, some of the poses can be quite grounding, comforting, moving, flowing. They give stability and strength, courage, fire, happiness, release, rest, and replenishment. Now I'm only going to show you a 20-minute practice, but it can go on much longer, and you can stay in the poses much longer. But this is really for information only, so if you'd like to do one of these courses with me online at the moment on Zoom or in person in Galway in Ireland, just drop me a note on Facebook at Yoga with Nora or www.connemarahealing.com. So let's get started. So the first thing to do in yoga is to find an easy position to be in, something that will give you comfort. So many people find it hard to sit with their legs crossed. So you can get a little pillow like this, or a rolled up towel, or a book, and just place it under your tailbone. So let yourself drop slightly off it, and what it will do is it will bring you into a nice seated lotus position. So why do we do lotus? Well, lotus is grounding us to the earth. So we're in a very stable place. So we're rooted here. And it's a lovely place to start your practice from the floor upwards. So from a place of stability, of foundation. So before we do anything, I'd like you to just sit, and you can have your eyes open or closed, whichever suits you. I will have mine closed. And I want you to just tune in to your breath. We're going to take 3 breaths. When the last breath has ended, gently open your eyes and sense how your body is feeling just in those 3 breaths. Just in that place of grounding, in that place of rootedness to the earth, the place where we should always start from. When we feel rooted, we feel like we belong. It's a beautiful place to be. So when we start our practice, we do different practices for different things. So let's say we want to reach the earth more or feel more grounded. If you have a pillow, take it away. First thing we're going to do is bring out our legs in front of us. So they're leading the way for us to go forward. Okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a forward bend. Okay? So what we're doing is we're bringing everything that's in our head down towards the earth. So if you imagine a chalice above your head or a cup with all your worries in your head, and just let them tip down into the earth. Okay? So let's bring our two hands together, so back of hands together. We're going to bring those hands in towards our heart centre, our emotional centre, and up from our emotional centre to lift the vibration up through the third eye to give us clarity, and up through the crown of the head. So we're going to ask the universe by opening our hands and bringing in the energy of the universe to help us go forward. So take a breath in, breathe in the energy from the universe. And as you breathe out, start to lower your body from the hips. So you're going to lower your body, you're going to bring your hands over your legs, over your feet if you can. And you're going to bring your head down to empty out anything that needs to leave. Sorry about that. So let your elbows drop down. Let your head relax. Look down at your knees. You're bringing yourself down towards the earth. You're bringing your worries down towards the earth. So when things go down to the earth, they get buried in the earth and they grow into what they need to. So if we want to let go of a negative thought, we drop that down into the earth to Mother Nature, and she then processes it into a positive seed, and whatever it is we want to bring in, it helps bring it in. So it's a beautiful place to stay with your thoughts. So we're going to walk the hands up and do it one more time. So hands, heart, throat for creativity as well. Bring your creation in. Third eye for clarity, through the crown and down. 2 breaths here. Let that energy out you don't need. Breathe in what you do. Let out what you don't need. And breathe in what you do. As you breathe in this time, you're going to walk yourself back up again. From here, we're going into the very nurturing position of child pose. So this, we roll over on our knees. We bring our knees wide. We bring our 2 feet together. Bring ourselves back. Sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. What we're going to do here, we're going to place our hands on the floor. Bring our hands right out and bring our head down to the soil. So from here, any thoughts or racing minds can be calmed. So just give your weight, give that energy to the earth. Breathing in and out. Letting yourself sink deeper and deeper down towards the comfort of Mother Earth, the nurturing element of the earth. If you can't get your head down, get your cushion or a towel, place it under your head. If you find a problem bringing your hips back, place the pillow on your ankles. Spend a little time here. This practice is just for showing you, but when you do it in your own time, spend as long as you need here. When you feel you've had enough, you walk yourself up. You're going to close one knee and drop down onto your hips so you're nearly in seated position. Bring yourself into seated position. And this time you're going to put both of your feet together. So here we're in butterfly pose. So think of a butterfly. Butterfly is always moving. But butterflies are also about transformation and change and moving through life. So let's let our butterflies move. So just wiggle those butterfly wings. And you can go as fast, if you want fast transformation, or as slow, gentle as you want to. You can bring the knees up to the elbows and then down and up and down and up and down. So here we are in our transformational change, our flowing, moving stage. So where do we go from here? We want to go into some more movement. So we're going into cat-cow pose. So we're on all fours, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to breathe in and raise the back, arching the shoulders, head down, looking through the knees. We're going to breathe out, we're going to bring the belly down towards the floor, the hips back and the head up. We're going to do 3 of this, so this is helping the ebb and flow of our lives. Letting our energy and our feelings flow. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really let things move. Really elongate your back here and breathe out. Drop your belly, lift your head. And another one. Reach, reach, reach into every part of your body you can and release. From here we're now going to a place of stability and strength. We're going to downward dog. So we're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to place our hands on the floor. You want your fingers open. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, lift the hips, bring the hips back. So here you may feel tight in the calves. If you are, you can slightly bend the knees. If you're not, stay where you are. Maybe bring your hands back a bit, bring those hips over the heels, get yourself into a nice straight back in your dog. Stability. Feel the strength you're using to stay up here. Now you try and get your heels towards the floor. If you can't, bring one down, bend the other leg, bring the other one down. You're grounding yourself in strength to the earth. You're gaining strength each time you do this. Feel the strength in your body, feel how strong it looks. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure on the hands, so pull back towards the hips. From here now, we're going to step forward. So step 1 foot forward and bring yourself up. So from here, this position that we've been in, strength, we're bringing ourselves into a position of courage. So when we have courage, we have fire. So when we look for fire, we work with the goddess Kali. So the goddess Kali, when she opens her mouth, she can spray fire. She can burn anything that's not right in your life, so that it burns to ashes to be able to grow again into what you need. She's the best when you want to change things in life. I just love her. So how do we get into this pose? So it's called Goddess Kali pose, but it's not just for women, it's for men as well, because there's a divine feminine in both men and women and a divine masculine in women and men. So it's open to everybody. Kali will help anybody. So we want nice wide legs, so a little bit wider than hip width. We want to turn the feet outwards because it's good to get a stance with Kali. If you're here, it's very hard to get the stance. Okay, so here we are. The nice wide feet, okay? There. Now just see, can you try and sit down on a chair? This is as if you're sitting down on a chair, have your back nice and straight. So no dropping forward, okay? So let's go. So let's do this for a second. Feel the energy and the fire already burning in your thighs. So now we're going to bring our hands like this. Try and have the shoulders shoulder height. They will drop, but just try and have them shoulder height to start. Hands face forward. Okay, so when we do Kali, we breathe out a noise or a sound. Okay, so I'll do 1 and then we'll do 10 together. So we breathe in, and as we breathe out, it's like, ha, yeah, or huh, or whatever you want, okay? So just breathe out that, any anger in you, any rage in you, anything you just want to let go of. Or even if you feel a bit meek or a bit weak, which we all do at times, you know, just get a little fire up. Even if it's like that, it doesn't matter. Just do what you can, even if it's silent. So I'll do 1. So here we go. So we're going to bring the hips down and we're going to breathe out our sound. So it's ha! So that would be it, okay? So now we're going to do 10 to build up the fire, to build up the courage, okay? Ha! 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 Feel that energy flowing through your body now. Feel that fire. Feel that courage. Feel that Kali. I love Kali energy. We're going down to the floor now. So now you've done all of this. We're going to now come to lying on our back with our knees bent. We're just going to hold our knees and we're just going to gently pump them towards the tummy or the chest. So knees to chest. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, then, we're going to place our feet onto the floor. We're going to drop our knees side to side, side to side, side to side. And then we're going to bring a bit of joy and happiness. So imagine you're a little child in a pram. How do they go? They grab their toes and they're playing around. So just grab your toes, your trouser legs if you can't get your toes or your knees if you can't get your legs. There's always a way to do happy baby pose. So you can do whichever one you want. Oopsie daisy. You can roll side to side. If you want to do a stronger one, you can hold the outside of your feet and gently pump your knees slightly down. Not too much pressure either side of the body. But I just love happy baby. Happy baby pose. So really enjoy this pose. Let it do whatever it needs to for you. Feel the joy of just being in the moment and playing around with no worry. This is your time, your sacred space on your mat. So just flow with it. Just feel whatever you need to feel. And when you're ready, you want to gently come down, and we're just going to do knees side to side again. There we go. From here, we bring our hands out to the side. Lift up the knees. Drop them to one side. And then we're going to turn and look the other way. Reclined twist. Take a few breaths here. 3 breaths is good. Nice and gentle. That's lovely. And whenever you're ready, we're going to turn the other way. And by doing this, we're releasing all the tension when we do a side twist. Releasing all the tension in the muscles, down the spine, down our nervous system. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to gently bring our legs straight. Bring our arms down by our sides, palms facing upwards. We're going to drop our ankles out to the side. Just flop down into the floor however you feel comfortable. A nice neutral chin and neck. And now, after you've done all those wonderful movements to enhance your moods and change the ebb and flow of what's going on, we're going to go into a place for the next 10 minutes of rest and replenishment. So just rest and let all of the wonderful work you've done in this little sacred space you've made for yourself working through your body, your mind, your soul, to do whatever it is you need it to do. So I'm going to leave you in this position for 10 minutes. Now if you feel you want to come out earlier or stay in longer, The choice will be yours because the video will have ended. So you just give yourself the nourishment and time that you need. And just to help you when you do want to come out, just wiggle your fingers and toes maybe, and then roll over on your side for a minute or two, and then bring yourself back up into the room. But for now, take your time, let everything settle in the body, let your rest and replenishment begin. Namaste.